You're gonna hear a name that sounds familiar. It is Amazon. No, we are not cheating on Amazon. Amazon knows we have a relationship with them, and once in a while, we get a deal that Amazon doesn't. This is the latest and greatest 4K Fire Stick. On Amazon, it's on Amazon right now for $54.99. Take $20 off of it, and that's what you're getting today. You can do that 4K streaming. It is quick, it is smooth, it is a game changer, and our special guest, Aaron Berger, is jumping in, and we're gonna talk all about it. Why have a 4K TV, Aaron, if you don't have a 4K streamer?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, come on, that's what makes sense, right? And here's the other thing. If your television isn't a smart TV, and you want it to be a smart TV, did you realize that for $34.99, you now have a smart TV? If your TV is a smart TV already, this is gonna make it smarter because the interface is so much easier to use on the Fire TV Stick 4K Max than any other smart TV I've ever seen. I mean, I'll just kind of say off the bat, the television you're looking at right now, I think I paid $199 for this TV. So this, was a television I bought to be able to do demonstrations from my home on this little table. You can't see it, but behind this TV is a big old, really nice television that I have hanging on the wall. Both of them have the Fire TV Stick in them because the interface is so much easier to use than the interface that comes along on your smart TV. So well, let's back up just a little bit. What is the Fire TV Stick? A Fire TV Stick is a streaming device. So that means you plug this into your television. Your television needs to have an HDMI port, and you need to have Wi-Fi in your house. If you've got a TV with an HDMI port on it and you've got Wi-Fi in your house, you're gonna have the smartest TV you've ever seen. All of a sudden, you have this screen, and you have literally hundreds of thousands of movies and television shows at your disposal. And not just that, this has the full power of Alexa built into it as well. So you have apps and games that you can access. You can ask your television questions now. It's kind of almost easier to show you what I mean. I'm gonna scoot out of the way just a little bit so you can see the TV better. Almost easier to just show you what I mean. So, for example, you have a favorite actor or actress. Everybody loves this gal. How about Sandra Bullock? Now, one of the things you'll notice, this little blue line comes across the bottom for you see how quick that was? It's that fast. When you want to watch a movie or you want to watch a television show, you've got something in mind, you press this little blue button on the remote, you say whatever it is you want. And right now, from our subscription, so I personally subscribe to like Netflix and Prime Video. You don't have to subscribe to anything, I should just point out. But I know a lot of you have, a couple of subscriptions. It's so smart that it takes you where you can watch things free first. So free with your subscriptions, I should say. So we could watch Sandra Bullock in The Unforgivable. We could watch The Proposal. We could watch The Blind Side. We could watch The Net. We could watch Our Brand is Crisis, Premonition, 2 If by Sea. You get the whole idea. Bird Box was really popular, I think, last year or the year before. Now, free with ads. So this is almost like watching television, right? There's kind of commercials in them. These are all free with ads, but don't require any subscriptions at all. We could watch The Heat or Crash, Who Shot Pat, Fire on the Amazon, The Prime Ministers, et cetera, et cetera. Down here, here's some things that we could watch for a couple of bucks. So they're not part of our subscriptions, but it's literally, $3.99 to rent Hope Floats right now. And this is how easy it is now to have access to endless movies, music, television on any TV. I should point out, I haven't said this yet, this is the 4K Max. So like Helen said from the beginning, tons of 4K programming on this. And the Max is the latest Fire TV Stick. It is up to 40% faster. So when I say movie musicals, it goes so quickly. You saw how fast that was. And then we could watch movie musicals just like that. I mean, it's essentially instant. So it's 4K. It has a quad-core processor in it, so it's up to 40% faster. And Helen, to your point, we are doing this in conjunction. Amazon and HSN are doing this in conjunction with each other today. This is the latest version, brand new out of the box, not used or refurbished, but it is a whole lot less expensive than you would pay for the exact same device on Amazon's website.
Yeah, and $11.66. So here's another tip. I think a lot of people are going to have a traveling summer, right, Aaron? Aren't a lot of people kind of hitting the road? You go to that hotel, you want to rent that movie, it's $12 for a movie. you can take this with you. If there's Wi-Fi in the hotel, and I don't think I've stayed in a hotel that hasn't had Wi-Fi in 30 years, but they probably have Wi-Fi in the hotel, you can bring in your own, you know, Fire Stick and plug it in, and then have that, you know, maybe your kids, like, you know, instead of figuring out how to use the hotel TV, maybe it's a smart TV, maybe it isn't, maybe they charge, maybe they don't. You can bring this with you because this will fit in your purse. It'll make any TV a smart TV, and it'll make any smart TV smarter because it'll go to 4K. If you upgraded to a 4K television and the streaming isn't up to that, then this is going to be a whole different experience. And we're not talking about something like a little bit difference. It's going to be a big difference. And let me ask you this. How much do you spend each month on your streaming services? On your Netflix, your Hulu, your Amazon, your Acorn, your BritBox, your Apple TV, your Disney Plus. There's so many of them. Peacock. There's so many of them now, right, Aaron? This is about the price of maybe 1 month of 1 or 2 streaming services. And it's a one-time thing. So if you pay any money for any of these streaming services for maybe 1 or 2 months of that, you own this. And it's gonna be a game changer. And you're gonna get the most out of it.
One of the nice things that it does is that it allows you to enjoy those streaming services to which you subscribe all in one place and really simply. And instead of, you know, when there's a movie that you want to watch, instead of having to sort of go online and try to find out, is it free here? Where can I find it? You simply say, you know, again, the name of the movie, the name of the show, and it brings it up for you. And as I showed you earlier, and I'll do it with I'll do it with someone else. I'll do Julia Roberts. When it brings up movies or television shows, either by actor or actress or by category or however you do it, it always brings up things from your subscriptions first. So you always, you know, get to that sort of free place, if you will, first. I love that. Also, the setup is incredibly simple. It comes really nicely packaged in this little box. By the way, great gift for Father's Day. I think my dad was always really hard to buy for. Great Father's Day gift, great grad gift. Anyone can use this. It is so simple. My folks, dad turned 80 this year. Mom's going to turn 80 later this year in August. And they have one in their house. I think probably all my brothers and sisters have 7. That's why I have to kind of think through them for a minute. I think we all have these at this point. They're very easy to use. We have a little still we can show you on setup. It's quite simply, you plug it into the television. So this is the stick itself. This gets plugged into the TV. And then you'll power this. So we include a little power cable and a little cube to plug into a socket. It's powered that way, and then you connect to Wi-Fi, and that's really all there is to it. One of the really nice things about the Fire Stick 4K Max, which again is the latest version, Wi-Fi 6 is built in, so that's another way that it's faster and has a stronger connection with your internet. The remote control also is a universal remote. So it has a power button on it, so you don't have to have a second remote. If you're thinking, I don't want to juggle remotes, you don't have to. That's not true of all of the Fire TV sticks, but it is true of this, the latest one. Also, you can control the volume. So I'm controlling the volume here up and down. See how I'm moving the volume? That's with a button that's on the Fire TV stick 4K Max. It's a mouthful to get all of it in there.
Am I right? But can you travel with this? Can you put it in like a hotel room, you know,
Absolutely.
TV to make it a smart TV? And
as long as you can connect to Wi-Fi, you're good to go. So as long as you have a Wi-Fi connection, and you know, whether you're going to a hotel or whether you're going to grandma and grandpa's house, wherever you're going, you get to take your entertainment with you. I mean, it's so easy to take on the go. I think that's one of the reasons it's been so popular.
Because I think so many people are going to be traveling this year that haven't traveled for a while, and then they're going to be like, wait a minute, where's my, because you get so used to having your entertainment. Let me ask you another question. A lot of times, Eddie and I, my husband Eddie, Aaron, you know Eddie, we'll say, we want to watch this movie, and then we'll be like, is it on Amazon? Is it on Hulu? Is it on Netflix? And we actually get out like our computers and we, you know, go into the search engine and see where it is. Will this make that process easier?
It does, because it shows you if it's in any you tell this what subscriptions you have basically by downloading your apps. And you know what? Let's show that still again, where it shows. It doesn't even show all. It shows many of the popular apps that are compatible with Fire TV Stick. It basically very quickly goes through all of those And yeah, it'll show you, oh, this is free on Hulu, or this is free on Netflix. So Prime Video, Hulu, Netflix, HBO, Food, Showtime, YouTube, of course, everything's free on YouTube, NBC, ESPN, Star, Sling. I've just got a minute left, if I may. I want to show you two other really quick things, because we're talking about free. You can, if you're just wondering, hey, what can I watch for free right now? Again, you don't have to have any subscription to anything to really enjoy the Fire TV Max, the Fire TV Stick 4K Max. So I just went to this free area. I'll show you again. From Find, it will help you find lots of things for kids and family, or movies, or sports, or action movies. If I go into free here, everything, every movie you see here, every television show you see here, these are all free. These are all free from various free apps and various sources. Click on one of these and you could be watching any of these movies. One other really quick thing, I'm done with 30 seconds. Maybe we can take an extra second or two with this, is the new live area. You know, one of the things in the past with streaming is that you didn't get a lot of live programming available to you. Well, that's really changed. All of this breaking news, News TV Max, Estrella News, ABC News, live, Bloomberg TV, live, CBS News, live, CBS Sports, live. So there's a lot of free live content available now, as well as, you know, the panoply of movies and television shows, Helen, that have been made over the years that are available for streaming.
All right, Aaron, I know you've got to set up for the shredder, so I'll let you kind of scooch on to that because Aaron's got the next thing. $34.99 on Amazon. It's $54.99, so $20 less than the Amazon price. This is the upgraded streamer that is smooth. It will consolidate all of it. So when you search for something, it's going to search through all the different apps. It'll look through Hulu, it'll look through Amazon, it'll look through Netflix, it'll look through all of them. And it's, again, better price than Amazon. So 806-221. There's another product I want to give you just like a minute on. It's a laminator. These are so incredibly fun.